plain stuff. So like I said, we have got 5 movements today, and starting off, we're going to be right here in a plank. So we'll be in that plank, hands underneath the shoulders. Make sure that they're not too far ahead of your body. Really bring them up and underneath you. And go ahead and take a wide stance on the feet today. We're going to be doing reaches up. So I really want you to focus on reaching that arm all the way up. It's about mobility in the shoulder also. And also really focusing on keeping that core tight, trying not to let the hips rock back and forth. Movement number 2, we're going to be knee dead stop push-ups. So we are going to keep on the knees today, but make sure that the pelvis is really tucked under. And then we're going to be doing 1 dead stop push-up from the ground up into a single arm row, and we'll keep going through that motion. So starting out, you're going to go ahead and keep the knees bent, pull the hands right towards the chest, not too high up towards the shoulders. So they're nice and tucked in, and starting from the bottom, tuck that pelvis under, and you're going to press straight up, and then you're going to pull a row, and let's go ahead and do that other side too, a row. Straight back down, tuck the pelvis, press it up, and row, squeeze, row, squeeze. As you row, really make sure that these elbows are tucked in by your body, not being lazy and just holding them out. You really want to squeeze it by the body and row it in. Cool? Movement number 2, we're going to flip it over. We're going to go ahead, still working on upper body, but we're also going to get that lower half moving too. So, nice strong bridge, feet are flat on the ground. We're going to lift the hips up to the ceiling, and then hands, they've got a job today. So you're going to go ahead and bring your hands up to the ceiling, but you're going to put the backs of your palms facing each other. Okay, so the backs of the hands are facing each other, and you're going to press down and out and squeeze onto the floor. Pressing back up, press down and out, squeeze onto the floor. Okay, press down, squeeze onto the floor. For 30 seconds, all meanwhile holding those hips up to the ceiling the entire time. Number 4, we're gonna go ahead and play a little bit of chicken here, and it's gonna be, we're gonna be doing a rock, but it's gonna be legs versus your biceps. Who will win? Probably your legs, but we're really gonna try to pull with those arms for the opposing motion. So we're gonna be right down here on our back. We're gonna bring those knees into our body and place our hands back behind the thighs on the hamstrings, right above those knees, okay? So from here, if you feel, press your legs out, pressing through those heels, and all of a sudden your arms will have to activate to hold those legs in. Yes? And we're going to hold for 30 seconds. So I really want you to press through those legs and pull through the upper body, and you're just breathing big deep breaths. If you need to relax, you can, and then you're going to come right back into that pull. You guys are probably all thinking I'm absolutely nuts right now, but good luck to you when you actually get there. Love you. Number 5 is going to be a tricep push-up with a wrist tap. So we're going to turn it back over, and it's going to be up to you. I would like to try to start extended, full in a plank, but if you need to come down to knees, that is absolutely okay. So for the tricep push-up, we're going to keep our hands real close to each other, and instead of letting the elbows flare out, they're actually going to suck right next to our body, really activating the back of the arms when we press back up. So we're all the way out, elbows right next to the body. We come all the way down, and then we're going to press all the way back up. And go ahead and bring feet wide for this one too, because we're going to tap, wrist, and then tricep push-up down and up, tap the wrist, keeping those hips down as we tap our wrists. All right, you guys, so we've got a lot of compound movements today, even though we're focusing on upper body. Make sure, like I said, for the 3rd time that you've got your water, and we will get started here in just a second. We're on the 30-second timer today with 15 seconds of rest, and we're gonna go through all of these movements. Actually, let's go ahead and take a quick warm up. So, meet me down here on the ground. We're gonna be in all 4s. We're gonna go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the knees off the ground, about 1 inch, nothing too crazy. And just kind of play around with rocking back and forth, and kind of lean side to side. Just hold those knees up, big deep breaths, and rock and move in this motion, with movement. See how you feel. Shake the head no, and yes. Still keeping those knees up, core nice and tight. And go ahead and drop those knees down to the ground, flip the toes. Good job, you guys. Number 2, we're gonna go ahead and take a thoracic needle. So let's bring one hand up, all the way up to the ceiling. Reach, 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 reach. And then sweep it underneath the body. Drop the shoulder to the ground if you can. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so bring that hand up to the ceiling. Reach, 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 reach. And whew, hand underneath the body, shoulder to the ground. Let's do one more all the way up. And under. Good job. Replace that hand and let's do the other side. So we're going to reach hand all the way up to the ceiling and underneath, dropping that shoulder to the ground. Good job, you guys. Peel it all the way up, keeping those hips square. And peel it all the way down, finding your breath. Yeah, last one. And bring it down and under. Great job. All right, number 3, we're gonna go ahead and head down into tuck the toes. Hips are gonna come up to the ceiling. And we're just gonna play around with how the calves and hamstrings feel on this Monday morning. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and draw down to the plank and one leg up. Okay, we're just playing around with this motion today. So down dog, come to plank, and the other leg will come up. Making sure that heel gets down in the front. You're feeling a nice stretch in the hips. Send that leg back, hips back up to the ceiling. Good job, you guys. Here we go. Plank and right leg up. Heel is down. Back to down dog. And right back down to mountain climber. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and replace this foot in plank. We're going to come down to knees, and we're going to repeat those warm-ups just one more time, okay? So come into bear, tuck those toes, knees up. Playing around a little bit with how the core feels today. How are those arms feeling? Are you already tired? It's going to be a good day. Rocking back and forth, spreading the hands out on the ground, relaxing that neck. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come down for those reaches on each side. So bring one hand up, big deep stretch, and all the way under. Great job, you guys. All the way up, 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 and all the way under. Last one, find your breath. Breathe out, and in. Great job, other side. I think you're taking a quick deep breath in between each of these movements, but when you get to the point of reaching at the bottom, take a big deep breath out. So in and out. In and out. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and replace that hand. We're gonna send the feet, actually tuck the toes, and hips are gonna come straight up to downward dog. Whoop. Good, reaching those heels down to the ground and the hips all the way up to the ceiling. Flatten the hands out on that ground. And we're gonna come down into plank. If you need to walk those hands out a little bit, you can. And bring one leg up. Go ahead and bring it back to plank. Hips are up in downward dog. Coming back to plank and the other leg. Good job, you guys. Send that leg back, hips up. Another side. Can play around with this. How does this feel? Rocking forward and back a little bit. And last one. Okay, here we go. Downward dog up. And plank and mountain climber. All right, you guys. Bring it back to plank. Take a big deep breath. Shake out those arms and wrists and hands and all that good stuff. We're gonna go ahead and start with our plank, alternating reach up. So we're gonna get our feet nice and wide. And then we're gonna reach, really pulling deep, trying to find the mobility in our shoulders, but also keeping those hips square and down, okay? Here we go. 30-second timer. Hold on 1 second, you guys. And 3, 2, and 1. Ding. Go ahead and come on up into that plank. Feet are wide, hips are down, pelvis is tucked, and you're reaching. Try to keep that gaze up nice and tall towards the top of your mat. You've got about 10 seconds left. You're placing those hands directly underneath you each time. Don't let them creep out too far in front of you. 3, 2, and 1. There it is. Good job, you guys. So you're going to come down on your knees into that knee dead stop push-up. So we'll start down here on the ground. 5 seconds. We're going to press ourselves up and into a row. So press that body up and then pull, row, and row. You can open up those knees a little bit too for a little more stability. Bring those hands down towards the chest. Press, row, row. Great job, you guys. Row, row. Good job. Keep that core nice and tight. Pelvis is tucked for these knee presses. Last one. Great. Number 3, we're going to go ahead and switch it over into our hip bridge. And remember, that's the hands are facing each other, and we're pressing down and squeezing on that earth and back up. Here we go. Press those hips all the way up and drop the shoulders out of the ear. Big deep breaths. Arms are super straight and strong as they come up together and press down into the earth. Keep those feet nice and flat on the ground. Although the weight is in the heels, we don't want the toes actually off of the ground. And reminder, there we go. Quicker than we thought. Good job, you guys. Let's go ahead and switch it over. We've got, actually, no, we're going to stay down here for those supine rocks. So will the legs win or will the biceps? Here we go. So remember, you're bending and you've got your hands right behind your thighs. You're going to push out like you're pushing your legs out to the wall, and you're going to pull your hands in towards your chest, opposing both of them. Big deep breaths. Get those elbows up nice and wide and pull into your body. You're so close. If you need to take a break, there we go. You can always rest in between if needed. All right, last movement before we take a little water break. We're gonna flip it over into a tricep push-up, into our wrist taps, okay? So let's try to go full. We can head into knees if needed. But we're gonna bring hands down by the chest, elbows tucked into the body nice and tight, drop the shoulders, and press it up. Wide feet because you're gonna go into those wrist taps. Elbows are right back down by the body, squeeze, tap. Good job, you guys. Big deep breaths. Keep pushing. Get those shoulders out of the ears. There we go. Last one. All right. Take a deep breath. Grab some water. And we'll get started here again. We're going to have a full workout without actually even standing up today. That's interesting. All right, you guys. Shake those arms out. And here, in about 10 seconds, we start it again. All right, happy Monday to ya. So plank alternating reach. Keep those hips down, open up those feet a little bit wider. Here we go. All right, guys, feet wide, tuck the pelvis, reach. Do not open up that chest. Keep pulling the shoulders down to the ground, just like you're pulling the hips down to the ground. Okay? Big deep breaths. Make sure that you're putting those hands right underneath your arms and not letting them come out and ahead of you too. Okay? Big deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, next we've got our dead stop push-ups on the knees into our poles. Elbows are tucked next to the body on the rows, but they're gonna be wide for the push-up. Here we go. Tuck it and press, and then pull those elbows in right next to the body. Hands are right underneath us. Elbows are wide for the push-up. Push, and then squeeze the elbow by the body on the row. Elbows are going out wide for that push-up. And then squeeze the body with the elbows on the row. Last one, push. Good. All right, we're gonna switch it over into our hip bridge. Arrow arms, pressing. Here we go, hips up, up, up. Big deep breaths. Push. Hips are up to the ceiling. Arms are actively pressing down to the ground. Okay, there should be power. Pull those shoulders out of your ears. You know what, let's take these arms to a diagonal also. That'll be a little bit easier to keep the shoulders out of the ears as we go through this motion. Press those hips up, up, up. Almost there. Big deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Shake out the glutes, the booty. And then next we're gonna play tug of war with our legs and our arms. You know, creativity for body weight workouts. Here we go. Tuck the pelvis under. Bend those knees, grab right behind the legs and push. Elbows are gonna be nice and tall and wide. You can relax that neck on the ground. No need to straighten it up. Get those neck biceps working. Press, press, press. Press through the feet. Pull through the arms. Remember, this is upper body day, so pull, pull, pull. Big deep breaths. You're so close, you guys. Yes, release, good job. All right, last one. We're flipping it back over for the tricep push-up. So this time we're gonna have the elbows close to our body for the push-up, okay? Feet wide, elbows close. And then we have wrist taps. So tap and tap. Down, press, tap, and tap. Down, press. Good job, you guys. If you need to come to knees, that's okay. Big deep breaths. Good job. We got one more. Great. Awesome job. Shake it out. Find some water. Find a little bit of relaxation in those arms for a second. Because we have plenty of time in our 30 minutes to knock out one more round, you guys. Whoop, whoop. Even though I know that you all probably hate me right now, that's okay. We're having fun. It's a Monday and we're having fun. All right, you guys. So we got about 12 seconds left. And you know where we're starting, right? Plank alternating reaches. Wide feet. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Make sure those hands are down underneath the chest, not the shoulders. Great job, you guys. Big deep breaths. I'm starting to get sweaty. My palms are sticking to the mat. Big deep breaths. 5 seconds, so close. Good. All right, second movement. We're gonna be on our knees into that dead stop push-up and the row. So for this push-up, our elbows are wide. And then we bring them in for that row. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. On the knees, nice and wide. And row. Bring those hands underneath you. Wide elbows. Row. Squeeze the elbow into the body. Good job, you guys. Press, press, press. You got one more push-up. Good. Awesome job. Number 3, flipping it over. Hip bridge arrow. Keep this up, you guys. You got this. Feet are flat, hips are up. We're gonna go down to that diagonal this time, so here we go. Press and press into the ground. Push those hips up to the ceiling. Arms are pressing down to the ground. Good. Keep everything nice and strong and tight. Feet are flattened out on the ground. Hips are reaching up, up, up. Nice big deep breath. Good job, you guys. And remember, we stay here for these lower body, upper body tug of war. So here we go. We're going to grab right behind the legs. Heels and feet are pressing out as we're grabbing in. Okay? Here we go. Push and pull. Open up those elbows. Press those feet away from your body. Pull the legs in. And elbows are nice and wide. Really try to drop the shoulders out of the ears. Core is tight. Everything is feeling this right now. Big deep breaths. Thank goodness. All right, we're going to turn it over. And we've got our last movement today. You guys killed this workout. Thank you for joining me. We're going to have our tricep push-up, wrist taps. Here we go. Nice wide legs. Elbows into the body. Here we go. Press. And then wrist tap and tap. Elbows staying nice and strong towards the body the whole time. Core is tight. Hips are dropped. They're tucked under. Here we go, you guys. Big deep breaths. Shoulders away from those ears. You got one more push. Good. Awesome job. Thank you guys for coming. I love you all. See you soon.